Good morning. I overslept. I literally just woke up. Okay. I'm just going to have a sip of water and a sip of coffee. Or a lot of coffee. How's everyone doing? Okay. So, we will use the Angel Wisdom Tarot. Put it over there. To see how each sign is going to be affected by that's Charlie with the door, Mercury retrograde. Now, I was going to, and actually let me do that now. January Mercury Retrograde. So, the Mercury retrograde is going to be from the 30th of January to the 20th of February. We're in the pre-retrograde shadow, again on the 15th or the 14th, depending on where you are in the world. And then the shadow period post-retrograde ends around March 13th. Okay, so those are the dates for this Mercury. Now, I don't know about you guys, but it's already starting to kick my butt. I've already had some issues that I'm not thrilled with. I was just telling my bonus sister, that's my sister-in-law, I call her my bonus sister. I was just telling her the other day, I says I can't handle another Mercury retrograde. I would hear these horror stories along the years of Mercury retrograde, and I naively would be like, I don't know if it's that bad. I haven't experienced anything. That was until about 2 years ago, I think. I don't know what Mercury retrograde was doing in my chart, but let me tell you, it broke my will. Okay, it just broke my will. Every day was something else. It was technical issues, it was communication issues, it was stuff not being sent when I sent it or I tried to, or me not getting stuff that people are trying to send to me. It was a nightmare, and it seemed to go on forever and ever. And I just, when so much stuff happens all at once, and you try to comprehend the first time, and you try to fix it, and you try to, you get invested in it, as it were. But then so much stuff just keeps piling on that you just kind of just go numb. That was me. That was me last Mercury retrograde, or this 2 year ago. That was me. I'm like, I just give up. What else can happen? I just give up. There's nothing I can do. I just give up. And I had a little preview of that the other day, and I'm like, oh, not this again. Oh God. But yeah, I don't know what it's doing in my chart, but good morning, everyone. I'm just rambling on about the Mercury retrograde and how it's kicking my butt already. Hold on. Okay. Door service over here, that's what I am. And I was... Another one. Look, Hi, how you doing, Bobby? I set my alarm for 8:30. At 8:30, I hit snooze. My snooze is 5 minutes. I woke up at 5 minutes to 9 because I thought, where's that snooze? Where's my alarm? I don't know what happened, but I just very nearly just slept through 9 o'clock, no problem. Okay. Right. I've had some coffee. Hopefully my voice woke up a little bit. I literally just woke up and sat down. How you doing, Bobby? Long time no see. Okay. So we're going to get going over here. So let's see how Mercury retrograde is going to affect each of the signs. We have awakening. I think this is like a collective energy. Awakening, a temporary pause for reflection and insight. An awakening where you see things in a whole new light, embrace your own uniqueness, charitable. I'm glad to hear that, Bobby. Charitable action. So I think as a collective energy, this feels like, when you arm a spring, the Mercury retrograde is where the spring is being pulled back. That's how I'm seeing it. And by the time this is over, if we get our ducks in a row and if we do what we can to work through this energy, when it's over, when it goes direct again, that spring is going to spring forward. Okay, that's the energy that I'm seeing. And I think that's what they're talking about for like a collective energy. Okay, let's start with Aries. Now you can watch this for any sign. I suggest you watch all your signs, really. Your sun, your moon, your rising. And then you can watch wherever you have Aries in your chart. For that particular area, this message might resonate, okay? So it's a good practice, I think. Let's see. How will the January Mercury retrograde affect Aries? What they need to know, what they need to be prepared for. Okay. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Magician. Magic is alive in your life. What you need to be a success will manifest. If you believe it, you can do it. So Aries, spend the Mercury retrograde time trying to work more on manifestation. If you can take action with things, I'm just going to take this. If you can take action with things, by all means do so. But the way they're putting it is a lot of the things that are going to happen will not be within your control. And so try to focus on what you can control, if that's the power of prayer, if that's just working on manifestation until you can take action with something. Try not to be discouraged when things start to, hiccup. We have the Six of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Sun. So it's nice. I mean, I like it. It gives me a little smile when I see the energies in astrology translate into the tarot. So for example, the Six of Swords can talk about transportation issues, right? Now this can be anything going wrong with your car, to delays, especially with public transport, especially with, I know no one's flying in the UK right now, so I don't know what's going on in the rest of the world. Communication issues with the Page of Swords, okay? Things not coming across right, okay? That's what the Page of Swords is. So you might be missing messages, or the messages you're getting are coming across very bluntly, and there's just misunderstandings that can create conflict, okay? So it's very important that you remember that. And if you do experience yourself like getting angry or getting upset or bothered by something that someone said, just take a deep breath, take a step back, reread that thing, or send the question and say, is this what you meant? If yes, then you're fine. You can, let them have it. But most likely, it will be a misunderstanding, a miscommunication, okay? And then with the Sun, a time of great joy and success, brilliant epiphanies that lead to magical opportunities. Again, we have the magical aspect here. Gratitude to the divine. So there's something going on for you, Aries. There's something being worked on behind the scenes for you. And I'm drawing to is it time turner? That's a Harry Potter thing. It's not a time turner. What do you call it? Oh my God. Wake up, Monica. But this is, you know what I mean. I'm drawn to this. Talking about time that is needed for something. Something is happening behind the scenes. That's why it seems like everything's up in the air, or it seems like everything's on pause, or it seems like there's just no consistency, okay? But it's because there are things going on behind the scenes, and it's to do with paperwork for some. It's to do with relocation or travel for others, if you can do that. And for others, it's to do with what is something that you've been trying to manifest for a while now, okay? It will happen after the Mercury retrograde, the way I'm seeing this. But the key is to try to navigate these energies of the Mercury retrograde, as opposed to be upset, angry, just disappointed, or worse, just give up on the whole thing because it's just not coming together. It's simply the energy of the Mercury retrograde, okay? Hi, Alex. So that's how, Aries, you're going to be affected. I feel like give it time. Give it time. What you are manifesting, again, is happening. It needs a little bit more time and an adjustment, a tweak. I feel like for the most part, it's not something that you need to adjust. It's something that needs to be adjusted by a collective, or cosmically adjusted, if that even makes sense. Well, it does make sense, because Mercury retrograde is just giant cosmic adjustment, isn't it? Readjustment. But just be prepared, okay? Also, paperwork and documentation. We know this about Mercury retrograde. Pay attention to what you're signing. Double check, triple check, especially if it's to do with getting a car. And just expect some delays. Try to work through them, but you do have success in the end, and manifestation and getting what you want, okay? So just keep focusing on that and try to navigate these energies. Okay, so let's see. Taurus. How is Taurus going to be affected by the energies of Mercury retrograde? How's everyone doing? I still don't know the name for that. Oh my god. I just woke up. I'm surprised I can speak at all. Okay, so we have Strength. Six of Swords again. Three of Pentacles and Awakening at the bottom of the deck. So I think we're going to see the Awakening card one way or another throughout the reading, because again, I feel like that's our collective energy. But for you, I'm getting like 6th house vibes. I may be completely wrong. I'm not an astrologer. I enjoy astrology and I would like to learn more, but I get the energy of a house in a reading, if that makes any sense, even though I don't know if something could actually be happening there astrologically, or I'm just getting the energy of the house in order to describe that energy or experience better, okay? But I'm getting 6th house energy. I'll tell you why, because I have the 6 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, and the Strength card, and to me, that makes me think of health, routines. Again, we have transportation. I see this as you going back to a routine that used to work for you in the past. Whether it can be a workout thing, because we do have the Strength card. To me, that always talks about physical health. Okay. It could also be mind or emotion, okay, in terms of health. Personal power and assertiveness portrayed with kindness, compassion that brings about forgiveness, realizing that you're stronger than you knew. I also see someone coming back into your life after a time of pause. The 6 of Swords says the end of challenging times. Things are looking up, a welcome relief. Finding your way to a peaceful place, the end of a depression or an illness. Oh, there you go. I didn't even read the cards when I was getting health. Travel or relocation. So this can bring about the end of a difficult illness. It can be a hiccup where it's like, oh, let's just double check this just to make sure before we declare you perfectly healthy. We'll give you a clean bill of health, or we send you back to work, okay? It can be one of them, and they just need to do one more test, so just be aware of that. And you can be going back to work, okay, with this 3 of Pentacles. Do what you love. Recognition for the highest quality of work, especially creative endeavors. Being paid well for your craft. Working well with others, an excellent reputation. For others of you, your reputation is what is being restored. So if there have been issues before or questions or whatever, that's what's being restored now. Alternatively, okay, you can expect some sort of people questioning your reputation or your character or your work ethics, because there's issues with information not being sent or received, miscommunication, things being misplaced, missing meetings. Okay, there's that kind of energy. And then people, because of that, people, especially new people who don't really know you, may start to question your character or your work ethics or your reputation. Be prepared for that. It all works out in the end. You just have to kind of be consistent and power through as much as you can. Alternatively, the best policy is to just be honest. Put your hand up. I know you're probably doing this anyway. Put your hand up, own what is yours, and just work on fixing it, pretty much. You know what I mean? But your reputation will be restored. Yeah, and again, health in a good way, So if you're called in to do more tests, or if you're called in to do some tests, I don't know, or there's some questions around your health, try not to panic, try not to worry. It's almost like the last checkup, just to double check, just to make sure before they say, yeah, this is what this is, either identifying something and this is how we treat it and it'll be fine, or yes, this is completely cured, yes, this is completely out of your system, yes, you're healthy, yes, you're healthy enough to go back to work, etc. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. If you've been looking for a job, I feel like, again, you'll find a job at the end of Mercury retrograde, or after, in the shadow period, for some after the retrograde, or when the shadow period is over as well. Okay, that's what I see. Okay, let's do Gemini. How will Gemini be affected by the Mercury retrograde? How will Gemini be affected by the Mercury retrograde? Hi, Queen of Forces. Nice to see you again. Sorry if you hear that, that's my door. It's not as loud as it usually is. I jump every time. I've been living here for like 5-6 years. I still jump every time the door goes. It doesn't have a volume button. It's going to give me a heart attack one day. Okay. Where are we on? Gemini. There you are, Gemini, King of Swords. 7 of Pentacles, King of Swords. You're waiting for something and you're not happy that you have to wait for it. And the Magician, your energy again. And King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, grounded. A time of great success. Financial security and prosperity. The Midas touch. Everything turning out beautifully. A supportive parent and spouse. A good person to work for. Sorry, I'm reading the messages because... hi, Mama Lena. Yeah, we did Aries. We're on Gemini. But stick around. Maybe you can watch your other signs. Awesome. Yeah, that might work too if you're dealing with a Gemini. So at the bottom of the deck with the King of Pentacles, and I was saying I'm reading the messages because they might resonate. They might trigger something like, oh, okay, that's what it is for me, etc. They just send you a message directly. But also because it's in a mirror, I don't know how to flip it. So I think that's why I have to read the messages. But with the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, the main focus is money or work. Hold on, they want to see me the card. They want me to see the card underneath. And it is the 5 of Swords, focusing on the negative. No, sorry, 5 of Wands. No, it's not. What is this? Yes, it is. 5 of Wands, focusing. Jesus Christ, people, I just woke up. I'm sorry. Focusing on the negative, things not turning out the way you anticipated. Forgiveness of self or others. Everything happens for a reason. It's the 5 of Cups, guys. Look for hidden blessings. So 5 of Cups, 10 of Swords under the 5 of Cups. I'm getting there. I'm sorry. 10 of Swords under the 5 of Cups and the King of Pentacles. So there is delays with a job loss. For some of you have been experiencing this for a while now. Or job put on pause if you're in the sectors that have been on lockdown. And you just have to wait. 7 of Pentacles, seeds well planted, efforts or investments that will be rewarded in the future. The need for patience, a time for resting and planning for the future, unnecessary worry. King of Swords, intelligent, impartial, respected, stoic, receiving with wise advice, remain objective and fair-minded, public speaking, communicate clearly, unemotional relationships or being emotionally unavailable. And then the Magician. Magic is alive in your life. What you need to be a successful manifest. A success will manifest. That's what I said. If you believe it, you can do it. So, for some of you, you're experiencing this job loss or delay with job or delay with money. The 10 of Swords there, it was a job loss for some. And because of everything that's going on in the world, either people aren't hiring or they're taking forever to get back to you, or it's a start and stop energy. So you get your hopes high and then back down, and then it's like, oh, okay. And then it's like, okay, we're doing this again. Oh, lovely. And then, oh, sorry, we have to put it on pause again. So I get that kind of energy. I also see with the 5 of Cups, you get something. This is, again, start, stop energy. It could be that. But it's also an energy of you get something that you want. You get something that you manifested. But there's a stop and start energy with it. So either it's not completely right. It needs to be tweaked. Or you have to do something that you didn't anticipate or you didn't plan for, or you would rather not do, frankly. But it's necessary because otherwise you can't move forward with this, whatever this is, whether it's a relationship, a job situation, or something with your own project, whatever it is, you get something. So that's awesome. But it comes with a but. It's like, yes, there you go. 5 seconds, you're like, yay. And then they come with the but. You need to do this for it, or this needs doing, or this isn't quite perfect, but you can figure it out. You know what I mean? Something like that. And that has you unimpressed. But at the end of the day, you have what you need to fix it. You have what you need to do what needs doing, whatever it is, okay? For others of you, I do feel like with the 5 of Cups and the 10 of Swords there, someone might be trying to come back. Either you're dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or another air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But someone might be trying to come back, and we see that during retrogrades, don't we? Or someone who's just emotionally unavailable. It doesn't matter what sign they are, because we don't really know what's going on in someone's chart. But they might be trying to come back. For some of you, you actually felt like you were stuck on this person. And when they come back, you realize that, hold on, actually, I'm fine. I'm good. I'm over it. Whereas for others, they're trying to come back. You've been waiting for them to come back. And with the Magician, this is telling you that you manifest. So what you do in this situation is what is going to continue happening. However, be mindful that not all is as it seems. In other words, this person might not have changed. It's about talk. It's all about talk. The King of Swords and the Magician. It's all about talk. But when it comes to actions, which is what you are interested in with the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, you get the 7 of Pentacles energy. You just keep waiting for it, but you don't really see it. So just be mindful of that kind of energy. Okay, Gemini? If you're trying to manifest a job or even a relationship, if you're trying to manifest a new beginning for yourself with the Magician in whatever field this is, the idea that you're working on is a good idea. The vision that you have is good. It's solid. I do feel like during the Mercury retrograde is not a good time to try to push it forward, because you'll experience, I hear, backlash, or it will not be well received because it won't be comprehended, or you won't have support from people because they won't be able to understand your vision. Because again, there's delays in communication and how we process things, because the electrics in our brain don't really work properly. You know, they keep misfiring, that sort of thing. Also, funny for me to say that with the 10 of Swords, there might be a health issue that affects, for some of you, I'm getting, this might have already happened, but it's almost like the energy, you don't know, hopefully, the energy of a mini stroke. Thanks for the feedback, Alex, where you get some of the symptoms, but then you do recover, but it takes a while for your brain to recover, and it's almost like it's a little bit slower. Or migraines are another one. Okay, that might be coming up, where I used to suffer very badly with migraines. I've tweaked some things when it comes to my hormones, funnily enough, and I've not had a migraine since. Touch wood, I'm just going to knock on my head, touch wood. But migraines are coming up. Okay, Gemini, just be careful with that. So it's almost like I know the word, I just can't get to it. And it's not because I'm sleepy like me, but it's the energy of a migraine. For those of you who've been dealing with migraines, you know what I'm talking about. Hold on. Charlie likes to make an entrance, so every time he comes in the room, he busts the door wide open. But yeah, the energy of migraines where you can't find your words or you can't express yourself properly, okay? And other people are not going to understand it. So whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, it's good, it's solid, it's good for you, it's a good idea, it's just not the proper time for it. Wait until the Mercury retrograde is over. You can start trying during the post-retrograde shadow, but wait until it's completely over, if you can, to then give it a proper go, because then everything will be lined up and it will just go smoothly, okay? Okay, so that's Gemini. Hopefully that makes sense. I also hear be careful of stress. It might trigger something in the body that you dealt with before. So I don't know if that's migraines or pain in the body or fatigue. Something you dealt with before and you figured it out and you moved past it or healed or recovered or got the proper treatment for it or whatever. Stress and anxiety might trigger that to come back. Okay, so just be careful with that, Gemini. Okay, let's do Cancer. How will Cancer be affected by... Oh, you cute thing, you. He's in his little box and he's kneading away like a little chef, making bread. I love my boys. Oh my God, I love my boys. People with fuzzy babies or furry babies. Thanks, Queen of Horses. Just try to keep yourself calm, not let yourself get stressed about things. Meditation and breathing, I'm seeing for you, will help greatly, especially to prevent something from coming back or coming back at a level that it was before. I was saying, you know, when you're looking at all sorts of beds for your cat in particular, with all sorts of interesting beds, and you're thinking, oh, they'll be comfortable in this, blah, blah, blah. And then you get the bed, you give them the bed, and you're like, okay, do you like it? And you look at them and they go into the box that is my boys. Make me laugh. Oh, and he's kneading away. I need to get him like a chef hat. I hear car trouble. 7 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. And move forward. Too many options. Addictions. Distractions, I hear. Your time, then stand up for yourself. Very ambitious people. Justice. Be impartial and objective. Stand up for what you believe. I didn't show you the card. Try 5 Wands. You will win if your position is one of integrity. Is this still connected? It's telling me your connection is unstable. Guys? Here we go. I mean, I've been dealing with internet issues for the past few days. Is it still going, guys? Is it okay? It looks okay on my end. I don't know if I have a delay in my chat, because I'm sure people are saying stuff, but it just takes a while for that to get to me. Hopefully this is still okay. If it's not, let me know. And the Knight of Wands, passionate, confident, charismatic, restless, judgy. Buffering, okay. Well, sorry about that, guys. I don't know why it does that, but hopefully it doesn't happen for too long or too often. Jeez. The Knight of Wands, passionate, confident, charismatic, restless. Hi, Layla, if I'm saying that correctly. Events requiring immediate action, trust your instincts, stay focused, a passionate relationship. Okay, so when you see the 7 of Cups and the Knight of Wands in reading, no matter what else, and the Justice card as well, and the 5 of Wands, Cancer. For some of you, this is someone coming back. Hi, Layla. Yeah, hold that thought until we get to the end, please, so that I can get all the signs done and we can pull some cards. There's someone coming back, but they're coming back for the passion, so they're coming back for sex, or they're coming back for attention because they missed the attention you gave them. It's a karmic partner with the Justice card there, so it's a soulmate you've had on and off with him before, or her. They're coming back, but it's still not for the right reasons. It's 7 of Cups and the Knight of Wands, so I have to warn you about that, okay? So you do with that what you will. For others of you, there is a contract. There's a mindset that is being changed by the Page of Wands energy, because you have the 8 of Swords with the 7 of Cups. So you feel like you're stuck, or you've been thinking that you're stuck, or that things are what they are and there's not a lot you can do about it, but actually you have options. And I feel like with the Page of Wands, communication that's coming through opens your eyes to the fact that, hold on, actually, I do have friends. This can be with work. This can be job offers coming in, or you deciding to, maybe you've been telling yourself, oh, it's a world, I'm never going to find a job, so you didn't even apply, or you did it like haphazardly. You didn't put your heart into it or anything. And you get this email or this call, someone talking to you about a job offer, or an agency reaching out to you and being like, can we chat and, send us your resume and let's figure out what your skills are, what you're looking for, etc. That sparks something in you, and it's like, oh, hold on, I can do this actually. And that turns into you applying for stuff, but you put fire behind it because you really want it and you believe in yourself. And there is a contract, there is a job offer coming through, even within Mercury retrograde, even during Mercury retrograde. So what I'll say with that is just make sure you double check everything before you sign. But I hear something around either a national insurance number, a social security number that's going to have a typo in it for some. So just be careful that you read your personal information or the information that you are being taxed on. Make sure that is correct, and then it'll be fine, okay? But that's what I'm seeing for you, Cancer. Further, you could be going back to someone. You're reaching out to them. There's a lot of messaging going back and forth. You thought something was either over or that the person is never going to talk to you again, whether this is romantic or otherwise. And actually you get this like second wind. But be mindful, it's not exactly what you think with the Seven of Cups. So it's not like, oh, great, we can get back together now. It might not be that. It's just maybe you could be friends now. Or, yeah, your relationship is going to go back to what it was, and maybe it's not, but you can rebuild it, and at least you're cordial with each other. I also see delays with, like, legal cases, whether this is something you're involved in or this is something that is happening to you, like your legal case. There's delays with that and things being challenged. But it's because of missing information, miscommunication, or people trying to lie. So just be prepared for that. It will continue to go through, and it will finish quickly as soon as, I feel like as you're getting close to the end of the Mercury retrograde, especially in the post-shadow, or when it's completely over, things just take off, the case is complete, the verdict is read, the sentence, whatever this is, and you have a victory. Okay, so hopefully that makes some kind of sense. With the Knight of Wands there and the Justice card, there might be delays with travel as well, or everything being put on stop, and it's a decision from the legal, like it came through the legal system, from the government, from police. There's something wrong with it. So you may challenge it, but it's not going to go anywhere, okay? So just be prepared for that. Okay, let's do Leo. How's everyone doing? I'm waking up. Okay, Leo. How is Leo going to be affected by the Mercury retrograde? I heard a bunch of words, but I didn't catch any of them. So you might be overthinking or trying to say too many things at the same time. You mash your words. I don't know. So we have Awakening at the bottom of the deck again. So I told you you'd be seeing this card, and the King of Wands under that. King of Pentacles under that, and the Hermit. So whether this is a pause in partnerships, business in particular, or it's a separation within a partnership because of butting heads, because of ego. Because you also have release, that's Death card. Endings that lead to new beginnings, the need to release situations or people that hold you back, spiritual transformation. If there was a breakup that happened, I feel like during the Mercury retrograde, you might, listen, when, speaking from experience, when you hear, oh, someone's coming back, most of us think physically. I used to, until I went through the Mercury retrograde, and then I was like, well, that person didn't really come back. But they were on my mind 24/7. I felt things that I used to feel when that person was in my life. I had conversations with myself that I used to have with that person. My emotions were coming back to do with that person. So just because, you know, you hear that this person is coming back, they show up in the cards, their energy will be with you. And I've learned that that doesn't necessarily mean physically. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. There was a breakup or a separation in a partnership, whether it's business or romantic or friendship or whatever. It was done. You thought it was completely done. But that person might come back around, whether physically or otherwise, energetically. It's because you also have the wise counselor, it's like the Hierophant. It's because there was a lesson to be learned, and for you to be able to then fully release that situation. For others, this person's trying to come back to talk about union again. And in that case, the Seven of Wands is here to tell you, you need to put your boundaries in plain sight. You need to be clear about your expectations, Leo, and don't back down and don't settle and don't compromise. Because what that will do is, if that person agrees to respect your standards, then that tells you something. And it's like, okay, we got something to work with here. And we each talk about our expectations and boundaries so we know what we're working with. But if they do not, if they start talking to you like, well, you shouldn't be expecting that from me and blah, blah, blah. If that is your standard, if that is what you're expecting, no one should try to talk you out of it. And that should tell you that person hasn't changed. That person still isn't right for you. And that person is still going to give you grief if you take them back. Okay. So that's that. For others of you, I do see you walking away from a relationship or a marriage. I do. Okay. I'm going to have to be honest and keep it real here. You may have tried to do this before during the last Mercury retrograde. I don't know when that was, but Google it because that's what I heard, if that's something that sparks your interest. I also feel this start and stop energy where you want to end something, like a relationship, a marriage, an important partnership in your life, something that was a part of your life. Your family knows about it. The whole village knows about it. And your family is stepping in, talking about what people are going to say, talking about tradition, and that's just not what you do, and blah, blah, blah. And you might change your mind with the Hangman there and go back, or you might have to fight your way through it and just fight for what you want. Okay, but that's something that I'm getting, Leo. So be prepared for that, okay? I see Taurus energy, I see Scorpio energy, Earth sign energy, and Virgo there as well. So there's this start and stop energy. There's something you want to finish, you want to be done with, you're going to be challenged or be presented with difficulties and obstacles, whether it's to do with family, with tradition, with conservative people questioning you or doubting you or whatever. And it's either going to make you rethink things, or it will make you more determined in kind of fighting your way through this. Okay. I also see you venturing out on your own, talking about starting your own business, maybe doing something spiritual or something unconventional. That's a very good idea. Just be prepared. During the Mercury retrograde, you're going to have to fight your way through it because it will come with a change of your social circles if you want to pursue this, because you're dealing with either very conservative people or negative people, and that's just who they are because they listen to what government is telling them, family is telling them, the village is telling them, and they can't snap out of that, and you're not going to make them. So be prepared that you can't take everyone with you, okay? But your idea, your vision is what is meant for you. So I hope that helps. Virgo. How's Virgo going to be affected by the Mercury retrograde? Nine of Swords, sleep patterns. Right. Bottom of the deck, Six of Cups. What did I just say? We got Virgo moon. So, Six of Cups. Someone or something from the past coming back. King of Cups. This is just, and Knight of Swords. So, out of the blue, I'm not going to read all these cards, guys. It's just, I don't want to sit here and read all the messages. That's going to be boring for you. Out of the blue, a water sign energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or someone who was emotionally unavailable before and they're emotionally available now, they've grown up a little bit, is reaching out to you completely out of the blue. With the Six of Cups, it can be an apology. It can be, hey, let's talk. It can be, hey, I want to be friends. It can be, let's get back together. It can be, I want to move back in. Anything like that, okay? Nine of Swords. Unfounded fear, expecting the worst. This creating self-fulfilling prophecies, so be careful with that. We do that quite a lot. Allowing worry to grow out of proportion to the situation. Sleepless nights, refocus your thoughts. So when this person comes in or when this message comes in, I'm getting this both ways. So when this message comes in, it just throws you into overthink and what if the same happens as it did before, and what if this and what if that. You have the Eight of Pentacles next. The Eight of Pentacles is telling you, just take it one step at a time and don't focus on what could happen, what would happen, what if this and what if that. Focus on the here and now. What is it now? Okay, so try to get to the facts. Try to be realistic, okay? And if you don't know something, get the information or try to put it out of your mind, because it will drive you insane trying to figure it out when you don't even have the information you need. That's very, very important, okay? Learning all you can about a subject or career, going back to school, taking a seminar, or finding a mentor. Attention to detailed, skilled work that you love. It's very, very practical energy. It's very grounding energy. And the other message, the other way I'm getting this message is, if you have been thinking of reaching out to someone and you're in your mind about, but what if they don't want to talk to me? What if this and what if that? The message again is, well, you don't know until you do it. So send the message and see what happens. Okay, give yourself something to work with that is real. Okay, this happened. I did send this message. It's not a case of what if. It's a case of this happened when I send that message, and you have your information and you can make your decisions accordingly. And we have the Hermit. Time spent in meditation and meaningful solitude. Shine your light as an example to others. Seek out or become a spiritual mentor. Self-discovery. So you have the mentor energy here twice. So for some of you, this is something that was put on pause, or something that you're starting new, and it's something that you've always wanted to do with the Six of Swords, with the Six of Cups. The Six of Swords, it might involve traveling that was blocked, or you weren't able to proceed or go through the process because of outside external circumstances. That is now being restarted. So I do feel like it has to do with work, money, or education. Okay. For those of you, the person that you're dealing with is a Virgo, or you're in Virgo energy. That is your energy. Okay, you're in Virgo energy of overthinking, of trying to figure everything out, of trying to... I've got a Virgo moon. Once I wrap my head around something, I feel more comfortable about it. Once I'm prepared for the eventualities, at least in my head, that may never happen, what I'm thinking of, but I'm prepared for it, so I feel better about it. That's the energy that I'm seeing, okay? But the message is, it's not happening in your head. Or if it's solely happening in your head, you don't have any information, any facts that will tell you one way or another. It's only your own vision, your own understanding of the situation, your own memories, your own emotions, your own thoughts. So what kind of results is that going to produce when you're trying to think about you and another person? You don't have half of the information, okay? So whatever it is that you're struggling with, you're not sure of, have the conversation, put it down on paper, make it in writing, ask them to do something to prove that what they mean is real. So be prepared that someone's going to ask you to do that. But this is telling you, take it out of your head and put it in the real world, okay? Whatever this is. But that's the energy that I'm getting, okay? So hopefully, Virgo, that makes sense. Right, let's move to, what's after Virgo? Libra. Move on to Libra. How is Libra going to be affected by the Mercury retrograde? Page of Cups. No, Ace of Cups, sorry. Ace of Cups, Page of Swords, transformation. And the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So, something comes true for you. This is a wish come true energy with the Nine of Cups. Wishes come true, your dreams become reality, a magical time of life, good fortune, faith in the universe that all will be well. There's a new beginning with the Ace of Cups and the Page of Swords that you get news of. The transformation energy is the Tower card. A significant life experience that requires changes to be made, powerful and often unexpected revelations, breaking free of procrastination, releasing old belief systems. With these cards, I'm not seeing the Tower as the destructive force that it can be. I'm seeing the Tower as an element of unexpected. Something just happens and it takes you a minute to wrap your head around it and decide what you're going to do with it. But whatever the Ace of Cups is, it is life-changing. So whether it is a child, news of a pregnancy, or someone giving birth ahead of time, or it's just not when it was expected and prepared for, whether it's a new house, or so the house sale going through, or the house purchase going through, and it's unexpected because it was on hold or whatever. New job, that's absolutely your dream job, and it might involve a change in career completely, or you're actually starting to work for yourself. And that's a complete transformation of how you make your money. Okay. Whatever this energy is, Libra, it's a wish come true. Yeah, you have the World, so success, celebration, something you have been working very, very hard on with the Saturn energy there. Two Pentacles, it might be working two jobs, or working a job and working on your business, or working a job and education at the same time because you were preparing or working towards a new beginning for yourself where you chose one option. And that could be with love as well, whatever this is. And it's like it happens faster than you thought or that you were prepared for. There's messages, there's information, there's an invitation coming in. I feel like you're not going to be confused about it because it comes as the Page of Swords and the transformation energy. So it will be in your face, direct, blunt, no question about it. What are you going to do with it? Okay? Changes will need to be made. Listen, this could even be your dream car, okay? It doesn't have to. Just take the energy. It can play out a number of different ways, okay? But it's something that you love. You absolutely love. And this could also be meeting someone that's like your dream love, your dream partner, your whatever. And it happens completely out of the blue. I still don't know the word for this. I can't remember it. It's not a time turner. I know that. What the hell is it? If you know it, let me know. Okay, it's going to bug me. But it's something that is not going to be on the table for very long, Libra. Okay, so if you start to question it, doubt it, ask for further confirmation, like confirmation after confirmation after confirmation, it may go away. Okay, so just be mindful of that. There's something that comes in that's what you want. And you're starting to question it because it's like, but what if it's too good to be true? But it will be in such a way presented to you that it either comes on paper or it's in writing or it's official or, you know what I mean? There's things confirming it already by the time it gets to you. And it's one of them where you've manifested this, you're finally getting it, take it and do with it what you were going to. What was your dream for it, okay? So, awesome, Libra. The only thing that's going to create delays here is you questioning this, doubting this, going back and forth on it. That's going to create delays with this, or it may go away after the Mercury retrograde. It might not even be an option for you anymore, okay? Also be mindful of like impulsive actions or impulsive proposals or impulsive, hey, let's do this. And then next day you change your mind and it's like, oh, I've already committed to that. What do I do? You know what I mean? And you're going to have to backtrack. So when this comes in, the way you're going to know that you're not being impulsive with choosing this option when it comes to you is that it will be what you want and it will feel right. It won't be just in your mind, okay? The energy of mental. It will be in your heart as well. Your body will tell you this is something to go for. When it's just an idea or you're feeling happy in a moment and you just say things, you don't really think them through. You don't really check with yourself to see if they feel right, if they feel true for you or whatever. It just comes out, okay? That's impulsive. So it's going to be important for you to make that distinction, Libra. Okay. Let's move on to Scorpio. How is Scorpio going to be affected by this Mercury retrograde? How is it going to be affected? So we have the Eight of Swords, the Ego card, and the Ace of Swords. Bottom of the deck, the Four of Pentacles. So Scorpio, managing your resources wisely, extremes in how you give or receive money, time, or emotions. Smart business decisions, seeing things as black or white, being charitable. So there is a conversation that needs to happen, or there is an honesty that needs to happen with the Ace of Swords. Brilliant ideas that may need refinement, overcoming obstacles with faith that everything will work out. Communicate clearly and concisely, remain objective. Because you have the Eight of Swords and the Ego card, there's something that you don't want to look at. There's a conversation you don't want to have. Eight of Swords, the illusion of entrapment, a lack of self-confidence that makes you feel helpless, being afraid to take action, take responsibility for your life now. And the Four of Pentacles is also very conservative energy of, if I'm not 150% sure that this is going to work, I'm not even going to try type energy, okay? We have the ego here, the illusion of being trapped. And again, see, the illusion of entrapment on the Eight of Swords, the illusion of being trapped on the ego card, okay? If you could see that, it's a mirror, but accept responsibility for your situation. Again, take responsibility for your life now, okay? And then make choices that support your path to happiness, addictions, or unhealthy habits. During the Mercury retrograde, you can you can cut away an unhealthy habit when it comes to how you view your self-worth, things to do with money, how you spend or being overly conservative, things to do with your possessions or your need for control and security. For a lot of you, Scorpios, what you will learn, the realization that you will have or can have if you address this, is that you make yourself feel secure. You shouldn't expect other people or the situation to make you feel secure. You have to be secure, and you can be secure within yourself, okay? And it just comes with that confidence of knowing that no matter what happens, I can handle it. That's all it needs, okay? But there is an addiction here, or a bad habit when it comes to how you see yourself, your own self-worth, your own capability. Okay, we have the energy of Capricorn here. Can be around a Capricorn if this is an addictive relationship or a toxic cycle. It's a situation that makes you feel, hi Nina. It's a situation that makes you feel powerless, that makes you feel like you can't do it on your own, that makes you feel like you need someone else or something else to be safe, okay? To have stability. And the Four of Pentacles is telling you, you already have stability within yourself. You don't need anyone or anything else. You don't have to be this closed off, this careful and cautious all the time. You don't have to be pessimistic, and you don't have to put yourself down. Until now with the Eight of Swords, you weren't prepared to look at this. You didn't feel prepared to look at this. You were making excuses for this person. You were making excuses for this situation to stay in it, to not change it. Why? Because no matter how bad it is, at least we know what it is, and we know what to expect from the situation. Okay? And that was the situation that you're dealing with, or someone very, very close to you, if this isn't affecting you. During the Mercury retrograde, you will have the clarity of mind, the strength in your conversation with yourself as well as others, the ability to be completely honest with yourself. Okay, I can be optimistic about a situation. I'm not going to be pessimistic about it either. I'm going to stay in the middle and be a realist. Okay, there's a mindset transformation here that helps you see the Ace of Swords. The sword in the Ace of Swords is the sword. That's Archangel Michael. That is used to cut the ties with that unhealthy, toxic, vice, addiction, addictive thing, place, person, situation. So, this is a case of, you know how you get close to something, but then it's like either you run away because you're not ready to go all the way, or you get close to something, but then other things happen and you leave it alone. If you've been dealing with that, now is the time when you'll finally get there. You'll finally open your eyes, see things for what they are, and not only that, but make the changes that need to be made. If this is a person or a type of relationship, doesn't have to be exactly the same person. It can be same thing, different person. That might be coming back around in order to push you to take off the blindfold, okay? There's the Ace of Swords right there. You have the Ace of Swords, but you had a blindfold on until now. You'll be taking off the blindfold and cutting away. Now, this could mean, will you actually cut someone out of your life? It could be where you quit an addiction. But it could also be, if they're not going anywhere necessarily, where you take your energy back. You don't give them power over you anymore. You don't let them get to you. You don't let them affect you. You don't let them get inside your head. You don't let them affect your own sense of stability and security that you have within yourself, that you realize you do. Okay? So no matter what you were being told or you were telling yourself, oh, you can't go. You're never going to find another partner. You're never going to find another job. You're never going to find another place to live. You're never going to be able to make it on your own. Whether this is something someone else was telling you or you were telling yourself. You see with the Ace of Swords, and you can't ignore it, and you can't pretend that you don't see it. You see that that's simply not true. That whatever you want to do, you can, and be successful at it. So you are cutting ties with whatever this is that was making you feel stuck, trapped, but powerless to change. And that's amazing. Okay, Scorpio? So I hope that helps. It's amazing energy, guys. Sagittarius. How will Mercury retrograde affect Sagittarius? Hold on. Harvey's in. The boys are in the building. Harvey! Oh, man. Harvey! He just went to slap his brother who's sleeping peacefully like an angel. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, they do it to each other, so I don't take sides. Okay. The Sun, Sagittarius. The Four of Swords, okay, and this one, the Chariot. Bottom of the deck, the Empress. So children, pregnancy, getting pregnant again. Getting pregnant when you didn't think you could. Getting pregnant faster than expected or you were prepared for. The Empress, accomplishment, getting what you want. Okay, it's a very independent energy. You want your own free will, your vision. Okay, a time of great joy and success, brilliant epiphanies that lead to. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll have to get myself. Actually, I have an internet cable. I have to plug this in to give it a chance because Wi-Fi is going to be messed up during Mercury retrograde. Okay. Sagittarius, yes. It's again very much like independent. This is the Sun. This is you, okay? The Chariot. Also about you, your will, your willpower, your confidence, your strength. Rewards that come from hard work, successfully balancing many priorities at a time, determination and willpower, public recognition. The Sun and the Chariot both talk about public recognition, Harvey. Fame for some Sagittarius. Okay. The Four of Swords, you've been waiting for something, and here's Harvey. There we go. Harvey, I've got candles going. Harvey, I don't think they understand fire. They see the bouncing light and they want to go play with it. So I have to be very careful. It's something that you've been preparing for, waiting for. Here's what it is. For you, the timing is affected, but not paused. It's sped up. Hi, good job, Diva. Yeah, we're on Sagittarius. You didn't miss the whole thing. So Sagittarius, for you, time is sped up. It's not on pause. It's sped up. So something you are preparing and working on. It's your business. Something to put out into the world to make public. It will, this Mercury retrograde speeds things up for you. You were still tweaking it. You still didn't think it was perfect. You still didn't feel like you should put it out there, but something happens. The circumstances come together in such a way that you have to. You put it out there and it's amazing and it takes off. Okay, so for you, it's a little bit of a reverse energy. I don't know if you've been dealing with start and stop and obstacles and overcoming and blah, blah, blah until now. If you started this during the last Mercury retrograde, this Mercury retrograde is the completion of that, if that makes any sense. But this is fame energy, Sagittarius. I'm going to say it again. So be prepared. I don't know what it is. Okay. Be prepared to be ready to start talking about your product, to start putting it out there, to describe it, to present it to the world. It will bring you success and fame that is very, very strongly aspected. Yeah, Page of Pentacles, the Star, the Empress. You've been working on this. It was a divinely guided idea. And it's not about you in terms of timing, because you have so many major arcana cards. This is the time when you're meant to put it out there. This is the time. Vivi. Oh, he's going to knock some stuff over. Vivi. Oh, bear with me. Excellent. And he doesn't even want to go there now. Oh, Vivi. Okay, I knocked some stuff over to make room for him, and then he didn't want to go there. I was saying, hold on. Oh, for God's sake. There you go. Sure, he just wanted attention. It's not about you, Sagittarius. It's not about what you think, that when you think you should put things out there, and how you think they should be put out there. This is happening, okay? This is happening. Be prepared for it. Your idea is amazing. It's sufficiently well prepared. You've done it. It's good. It's there. It's solid. It needs to be put out there, okay? So whatever this is, especially with business and your own vision and your own ideas of things, and something that, again, you've been working on and trying to perfect, that is what is now being put out there, and it will be extremely well received. Alternatively, with all these major arcanas, this is a turning point in your life. A new job or a new career. It can be in the spiritual realm of things. It can be to do with money or education that you've been preparing for. So you've taken classes, courses, whatever. And this is where you get to apply what you have learned. If this is about relationships, it can be the one, meeting the one. I know that sounds cheesy and corny, and I hate that kind of stuff. It always, it's like clickbait. Meet the one, whatever. But sorry, that's what I see. Okay. I have Cancer energy, Libra, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. Regardless of the sign of this person, they will stand out. You will see them a mile off. And you will be very drawn to each other. And it can be the person you end up marrying and having children with. So that's amazing, Sagittarius. That is amazing. So whatever it is that you view as your wish, and if you've been working towards it, good on you, okay? Because it's not like you've been sitting there and just thinking about it, or just praying for it but not really doing anything. You know, that's only half the process. You've been, bless you, working on. You were like, it has to be perfect. It has to be right. It has to be right. It's not ready yet. I can do better. I can do better. This is a time when the universe is just putting it out there for you, because they're saying it's perfect. It is perfect now. Okay? And it will be amazingly well received. Good for you. Okay. Who's next? Capricorn. Capricorn, how is Capricorn going to be affected by the Mercury retrograde? Okay, so we have the Ten of Swords, the Dreamer, yay! The Emperor, bottom of the deck, Three of Pentacles. Awesome, I like this for you, Capricorn. Three of Pentacles, do what you love, recognition for the highest quality of work, especially creative endeavors, being paid well for your craft, working well with others, an excellent reputation. Okay. I love seeing the Ten of Swords, especially when it's followed by the Fool. You have no idea. Ten of Swords. Hold on. Now, Charlie woke up and he's like, did you just try to slap me? And he's going to go find his brother and slap him. That's how it works in this house. Ten of Swords. The end of a situation that brings relief, sadness, or both. The opportunity for new happiness, a weight off your shoulders, the end of an addiction, or a melodramatic reaction. Okay, melodramatic reaction, what they mean by that is when something happens and it's an ending, our first reaction is emotional, like, oh my God, another thing that happened to me. And they're saying, try not to go there, try to take a deep breath and be like, is this actually good for me? Because it is. The Dreamer, a new start, trust yourself. This is the Fool energy. Trust yourself, push your fears aside, and take a leap. I don't know where this is happening for you, but I'm getting it's something to do with Mars. Oh, you've been trying to, I don't know, wait for others to figure something out. You've been trying to wait for the situation to almost change on itself, by itself. You've been procrastinating in your head about it. I'm getting like a change. Mars changed signs for you, Capricorn? I don't know, but that's what I'm getting. Or houses, because it was in a place that had to, like the 12th house, like where it is ending. It is transformation, but it's a lot of mental energy. It's a lot of emotional energy. It's deep, oh crap, another thing that happened to me. And I'm going to because we feel frustrated that we can't change things, etc., but we feel powerless. And then Mars changed signs or houses, and you're now in a position where you're like, you know what, with it anymore? No, fine, put it away. What do I want to do? This drive, this power, this confidence, and it's buffering. This is not going to work, guys. I need to get that internet cable. Okay. And you take a leadership role in your own life. You make things happen. I feel like that until now, you've been in a position of, listen, Capricorn. Thanks for the feedback. Ka-chow. You've been in a place of, listen, I have many friends that are Capricorn. I have an ex that's Capricorn, and we're still very close friends. What I do notice with Capricorns, they tend to view their own power. They tend to, they're the reluctant leader. They don't want to lead. They don't want to be in charge. But they could do it so well they're made for it. But they don't want to be in that position. They want someone else to figure things out. They want someone else to be responsible for stuff. But when it comes to your own life, Capricorn, that's simply not going to work. And you've been trying to avoid taking charge of a situation, or again, you've been in this place of, I'm not saying this in a judgy way. We have phases in our life that we'll go through. And this is a of self-wallow, self-pity, or self-wallow. Is that even a thing? Wallowing, I want to say. Like pining for things. Of just being so emotionally raw and exposed that everything that happened that was not quite right, didn't go to plan, wasn't really what you wanted, would just take you back. And would just be like, oh, another thing. Why does this keep happening to me? I just can't catch a break. You were in that phase. And again, that's necessary. That's a necessary part of the process. But it is that has pushed you, along with Mercury changing houses or signs in your chart. I don't even know. You're taking charge now. You're confident now. You're calling the shots. You're saying no to people. Can you do this? No. Maybe you can, but you don't feel like it. Maybe you can, but it's not fair. Maybe you can, but it's not what you deserve. You know what I mean? Nope. No explanation needed. And you don't need to feel bad about it because you know that it's not right. So no. You know what I mean? Not allowing other people to make plans for you. Not allowing things to get to you anymore. It's like, fine, that's not working. Cool. Let me focus on something else. And you start now to invest. Look, you have the Ace of Pentacles under the Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups under that. You're walking away from this emotional place that you've been in, where you've been so raw and so exposed. Everything got to you. Everything affected you, and it kept you down with the Ten of Swords. And it's like you're bouncing up so high that you've never been this high before, okay? On this kind of level. And it can be to do with starting your own business. It's like, okay, can't find a job I want, I'll make the job I want. Work for yourself. You're starting your own business. You're changing where you live. You're changing your group of friends and who you listen to. You are changing your health routines. And you're now starting to work on yourself, whether that is to do with your weight, with your diet, with your habits, with your addictions, whatever. This is amazing. This is amazing. And it's overdue. It is so overdue. It's not even funny. So, and it's buffering again. Me and that Capricorn energy. Come on, man. Okay, hopefully we're back. In the Ten of Swords energy, you wake up in the Emperor energy because the process is over. That process that you had to go through that was so emotional and so raw, it's done. It is done. You've gone through it. It's over. And now you're starting fresh. It's a new you, new attitude. And it's not just a fleeting thing. It's not just something that you try to convince yourself of. Like, okay, let's do this. We can do this. Come on. It just comes naturally. That's simply the energy that you're in now. Okay? So that's amazing, Capricorn. That's so amazing. Because I've been there. We've all been there. And you know, when you wake up and it's that day when you're like, you know what? I feel different today. I feel cute today. I want to do this today. You know, and it's like, it doesn't get to you anymore. Nothing gets to you anymore because your energy is now so much higher than it used to be. You're simply attracting different things and different people of a higher vibration. And that's why we have to go through the mud in order to then rise up. You know what I mean? Okay. Aquarius. How will Aquarius be affected? Okay. By the Mercury retrograde. So we have the Magician. Communication. Be careful. You might say the wrong thing. Everything's fixable, but it could create a lot of chaos. The Queen of Pentacles. And the Two of Cups. Bottom of the deck, the Page of Wands. Okay. And the King of Swords under that. The Page of Wands. Enthusiastic, optimistic, impatient. News of exciting opportunities. Allowing your creativity to soar. Do things that fuel your passions. Finish what you start. There is an impulsive energy here. I feel like for some of you, Aquarius, either you or someone else is reaching out and just putting it all out there. This is how I feel about it. You're telling someone how you feel. You weren't necessarily planning to do so. It might be an earth sign or someone who you view as worthy, okay? With Queen of Pentacles here. But you just let it all out. That's what I see. Or this could be happening to you. You just let it all out about how you feel for someone. This could be a friend that you feel romantic things for. Let them know. Or vice versa. Or this is someone you meet. Or this is someone that comes back. Or you want them to come back. I know, Kachow, but it's Mercury retrograde, isn't it? We were going to see this stuff. And it's like, it just, before you know it, it just comes out of your mouth. I want us to get back together. I love you. Let's fix this. We can work on this, whatever. Even though it might not have been exactly what you thought you wanted to say, it just kind of comes over for you. Seven of Pentacles under that. The Ten of Cups under that. So yeah, it is an X. Six of Pentacles. It's about balancing out a situation. Yeah. Balancing out a situation. Someone that was not giving as much as you were given before. Or this could be withdrawn or unavailable before. And now you're like, okay, I'm ready to do this. I can match your efforts. I can match your energy. I am where you are. Let's do this. Okay. So for some of you, you could be getting back together with someone. You could also be, if this has been a trial separation, so you're married to this person, you're going back home, you're moving back in. You might even get pregnant again or have another child. Okay. Just putting it out there. But yeah, I see renewing of vows here, getting married to someone after you divorce them. Okay. Interesting, Aquarius. Very interesting. If this is someone brand new, although I do see a connection to this person, a prior connection, whether you were together before or they used to be a friend or they are a friend that, you know, you're taking it to another level with, because there's a waiting energy here and there's a familiarity with the Queen of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups under the waiting energy. But if it is not a return of a person or someone that you've known, if this is someone new, I feel like you have been in this place of either not being interested in love, or you had a particular vision, a very particular vision of what a relationship should be. Good job. Just be extra careful. But yeah, you had a very particular vision of what a relationship should be. And so you've been kind of saying no to people left, right, and center. Nope, not interested, not interested, not interested. And then there's this person that comes in with the Magician. It's like you're enchanted by them. Is that even, I don't say corny stuff like this usually, guys. This isn't me. But it's like, that's what it is. It's like you can't take your eyes off them and you can't stop thinking about them and you can't explain it, but you just kind of go with it. And it can be the beginning of a beautiful relationship. That is that vision of the Ten of Cups. That is exactly that vision. So listen, Aquarius, your love life might be completely transformed for the better, I don't see things that I need to warn you about. So you might be one of them success stories that we hear about and we try to embody, but we fail sometimes. But yeah, this isn't wishful thinking. This isn't today, here today, gone tomorrow. This is that person that you thought was your match. Okay? Awesome. And if this is not happening in your love life, just know that there is a partnership happening, whether this is a friendship, a new business partnership, a new job, and this is your boss, that you get along so well with it. You're like friends with each other and you have the same vision and blah, blah, okay? Because the Page of Wands is a new Amazon delivery person. That's so funny. Good job, Eva. But I feel you. I feel you, girl. I so do. But with the Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands, it could be an online thing that you meet this person online, or that they stand out to you in a way. I don't know how, but it's online. Okay. And with the Page of Pentacles, it can be involving your money as well. So this could be someone at work, a work-related situation, or again, this earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, they could have that kind of energy in their chart somewhere. But this is awesome. This is just awesome. Let me know, okay? Let me know how this works out, Aquarius, because it's amazing. It's amazing. What did I want to say? Oh, yeah. Someone could be either getting pregnant during this time. And listen, if you can't get pregnant or you don't want to get pregnant, just be careful, you know. But if you can, then this is just not your message. But I do see pregnancy, either getting pregnant or giving birth, and taking your baby home during this time is also something that comes up. Oh, good luck to you, ka-chow. But as always, guys, just trust your intuition. And just because something could be something, it doesn't mean that you have to get involved. You know what I mean? Just because something could be a good opportunity doesn't mean you have to drop everything and be like, oh, well, this is something, could be something good. I don't really, but it's a good thing. You know what I mean? You don't have to. You don't have to take that opportunity. If you don't feel strongly about it, if you don't really want to, just because it's a good opportunity doesn't mean you have to do it. You know what I mean? Pisces. Okay, Pisces. How will Pisces be affected by the Mercury retrograde? Let's see. I'm a Pisces sun. 2 of Pentacles. Money, money, money. 7 of Swords. Ka-chow. That might be what you're getting, actually. Someone returning to apologize, and then you decide what you want to do with it. The World and the Moon. What is going on, Pisces? Something. Okay. And release with the Ace of Wands under that. What? Okay, let me wrap my head around this. 3 of Cups. 5 of Swords. Okay. Okay. Hold on. No, I'm not done yet, Charlie. He's my mama's boy. And Harvey's his daddy's boy. I don't understand the love those two have. Slightly jealous over here, but hey. Okay. 2 Pentacles. Working too hard or multiple jobs. The need to bring balance and fun into your life. Juggling multiple priorities. Balancing the budget. Okay. So there's that. This could also be the energy of weighing up your options. But I do get an energy of feeling under pressure, either to make a decision or to commit to one thing or person. The 7 of Swords, a loss of peace of mind. Loss, make sure unnecessary worry, let go of your fears, revelations that will make everything success. A time of joyful accomplishment. Please stop buffering and just be stable. That'd be nice. A time of joyful accomplishment and to be proud of yourself. For some of you, someone's getting out of prison. I'm just going to put it out there. Oh, man. It's buffering again. Come on. Okay. But someone's getting out of prison. They did their time. And listen, that could be like physically, literally. But it can be where you've put someone in prison. So you've taken your energy away from them. You've taken your love from them. Because you have the 8 of Cups here as well with the 5 of Swords. And the release card. Okay. You have turned your back on someone. Because of things that were revealed. Or because things needed to be revealed. And this person was not opening up. They were not being honest. They were not being emotionally available. Whatever the case may be. Okay. This could also be a case of miscommunication that resulted in an ending. And now it's coming back around because you have a release with the Ace of Wands. So Death card with the Ace of Wands. Something that was over, I feel like it's new life. And it's to do with clarifying things. So this could be where someone is coming back around. Because you also have, I see the 3 of Cups there as well. So reconciliation, reunion. Someone is coming back. They've been going forth about this, shouldn't they, or they've been involved in 2 separate things, So if this is a romantic situation, maybe they've been dealing with someone else in the meantime, but you still were on their mind, or vice versa. This could be you. Either way, someone's coming back because they have a lot on their heart, a lot on their mind. In the time that you've been apart, or you have not been speaking, because there's been time that has passed with the World card, and there's distance between the two of you. Come on, me. Okay, hold on. He wants to jump on my chair. He likes to sit in between me and the chair. Come on. The back of the chair. In the time that you have not been speaking, that you've been distant from each other, there have been a lot of realizations of either I should have done this and I should have said that, or I wonder why I never told him. It's a candle, Mama. He wants attention. He's done, guys. He's like, Mommy, that's it. I need attention. And now they're coming back to clear the air, whether that is, clear the air and start over, or clear the air and release each other from this situation, from the pain that this situation has caused, because there's been a lot of hurtful things said with the Five of Swords, or someone feeling deeply, deeply hurt, and like their only option is to walk away, okay? And they're coming back because they realized, if only I had said this, we wouldn't have been over, or we wouldn't be in this situation. So now they want to come back and say that, and just put it out there. I don't feel like this is someone trying to manipulate a situation. I feel like this is someone who's just, I need to say this, and then you do it with it what you will, okay? And this will be your energy as well. And listen, whether you're actually talking to that person or you're just putting it in a message, in a text, in an email, it's like, this isn't about what I want you to do with this message. This is about me having this on my heart, and I thought that you could benefit from this information, whether it's an apology or clarifying a situation or telling them how you really felt or something like that, okay? But it's the source of the pain. And it's like, I know now why it happened, and I know that it didn't have to happen. Hold on. So there's that, okay? But I do see release from a very, very difficult and painful cycle that ended in your life, okay? And yes, for some, this can be reconciliation and starting over, clearing the air, cleaning the slate, and starting over, because now you're on the same page, and now you're being completely open and honest with each other, and the love is still there, okay? What happened was just miscommunication or no communication, or other people being involved, friends, family, too many people being involved, whatever, okay? So there's that. If this is not that, well, it's the same energy, guys. So if it's not happening with love, it's, again, something that was lost, or you thought it was lost, or you thought you had to walk away from it because you were not getting anywhere with it. You weren't getting your message across. You weren't being listened to. You didn't receive, whatever the case may be. And you had to walk away from something. This is coming back around. So you have the opportunity to speak up now. They want to hear what you have to say now. This could also be something to do with court. So it's almost like you had to take someone to court to get them to pay attention to what they were telling you. You were telling them, sorry. Or you had to take it to an official person, or get an official person to send them an official letter for them to pay attention to what you were saying. There's something around those energies. And listen, guys, with the Moon and the Ace of Wands here and the Three of Cups, it can be something to do with children and pregnancy as well. I'm just going to put it out there. So maybe you went your separate ways because you didn't see eye to eye about children, or when to have children, whatever, okay? But just putting it out there. Okay, this could also be success. Okay, I hear vindication. So if you were fired, or you lost your job, or you lost your home, or you lost money because of someone's secrets, or how they manipulated information, you're being vindicated. That case is finally closed, and you get what you deserve from it with the Three of Cups. Whether it's restored reputation, or money, or your property back, okay, with the World card there. But that's happening. Okay, I'm just going to leave it there, guys. Oh, very interesting. Very interesting energy. So I hope that made sense. It's definitely Mercury retrograde energy, isn't it? All the things that we've seen come up. A couple of interesting ones. Sagittarius one was like completely unexpected. So I'm really, just give me some feedback, guys. After this gets posted, yeah, you can check out Taurus after it gets posted. Ka-chow. But after this gets posted, again, if you can help me with timestamps, I would really appreciate it. And thank you so much to everyone who helps me with timestamps all the time, even if it's just your own sign, okay, and not the whole thing. But go through the Mercury retrograde, and if you want to come back and comment on how what we saw in the cards transpired, if it does, what part, how much, how bad, whatever, how good, I don't know. Because it's really, really interesting. I find it very interesting when I see something in the cards and then I see it happen. It's, to me, it's still amazing. You know, I've been doing this like 17 years now, but it's still, I still get a smile on my face. I still get a kick out of it. Well, thanks, Alex. Alexandra, isn't it? But yeah, I still get a kick out of it. I'm still like amazed and like, this is awesome. You know, this is awesome. So yeah, let me know. Give me some feedback, guys. Okay, when you see these energies transpire, just take these messages, let them sit with you, put them in the back of your head, and then you'll see them pop up in your life. Oh, thanks, Ka-chow. All right, guys. Anyone have any questions? We've been here for an hour and a half, and thank you for sticking with me. If anyone has any questions, now's the time. And then we can all go back to our day-to-day life. Hi, Matcha Gold. Hi, Leila. Yeah, go for it. Happy 2021, everyone. Am I saying that correct? Lale? Is it Lale or Leila? I don't know. Okay, Matcha Gold. I'd like to know if Bobby, my son's father, and I are going to get back together. Both cancers. Okay, let's do Matcha until I get Leila's question. So will Matcha and our son's father get back together? It will take some time, but yes, you will. Okay, yeah, you have the Ace of Swords, the Star, so that's a wish card, and the Ten of Cups, the family getting back together. But it will take some time with the Seven of Pentacles. You're going to have to be patient. The Ace of Swords is there, so some conversation needs to happen, some communication needs to happen. Things that were not said when everything ended between the two of you, those things need to be said because forgiveness needs to happen. And in order for forgiveness to happen, you each have to take ownership of what happened. Okay, if there's been like a blame game going on, or just, you know, not wanting to talk about things, it needs to be talked about. But I feel like some time needs to pass, Matcha, in order for him to be ready to address his feelings and for you to be ready to address your feelings. Talk about it from, not from a blaming game perspective, from a perspective, okay, this happened. I understand that this is something that I did that might have contributed to the downfall. He's going to say the same, and then you're going to be like, okay, apologies and forgiveness going around, and then you'll slowly start to rebuild your relationship. But I do see you getting back together, okay? Thanks for the super chat, Ka-chow. Really, really appreciate it. Your side hustle, will it amount to anything? Let's see. And then I'll do Leila's question. Ka-chow. Okay, so, well, the answer is yes with the Sun card. Two of Swords, Four of Cups. There is, just at the bottom of the deck, Three of Cups under that. Either you're listening, because you have the Two of Swords with the Four of Cups, okay? So that is, the Four of Cups is an attitude of, I'm not happy with this. I'm not happy with that. You might have moments, or this could be an attitude of, I want this to be perfect. It has to be perfect. If it's not perfect, it's nothing. Okay, so just be mindful with that kind of approach, because with the Two of Swords, I feel like you're blocking something out or someone out because you feel like it's not perfect, or like it wouldn't work, or like it's not exactly what you want. There's something along those lines. Okay, it's what you want, but not completely. Okay, with the Four of Cups, it usually is an energy of it's something there, but it's not exactly what we want. Okay. And then with the Two of Swords, you're blocking. I feel like there's something that keeps coming back, whether it's an idea, a person, an opportunity, or something along those lines that keeps coming back to you. And you're like, no, it wouldn't be, it's not what I want to do, or it's not exactly, it wouldn't go with what I'm trying to do, or along those lines, but it keeps coming back to your mind. And the message is, you've got a really good idea. It's a really good investment. But it's an energy of believe in yourself and be confident that you can turn anything into a success. So even if it's something that is not 100% what you want, the way you want it, when you want it, you can still work with that. Okay? So just keep going. I hear keep going and power through. And don't block yourself from opportunities just because it has to be perfect, or just because it has to be according to plan. Because I feel like there's blessings coming in out of the blue, unplanned for it. They're not going to look like anything you expect. Okay? And it's really, really important that you stay open. With the Justice card and the Three of Cups, I see networking is important. Socializing, if you can, is important. If not, social media, you've probably been either working with it, but not in the full capacity that you could, like with ads and stuff, I don't know. Or maybe you've been trying to shy away from a particular type of social media because you're like, that doesn't really go with what I'm trying to do here. And the message is, if it's an opportunity, try it. Okay? This is about trying things. And even if it doesn't go the distance, or if it doesn't turn out 100% the way you want, ka-chow, it's still a good option. It will either put you in touch with someone. So even though that opportunity doesn't fully go the distance, you will have met this person that will help you, or you know what I mean? So that's what I want to say. But basically, yes. So I hope that helps. You're very welcome, Matcha. There's still a lot of love there, but there's also a lot of hurt feelings there. So it needs a little bit of time for both of you. But I also feel like the love for your son that you both have will be something that will help this situation heal faster. Okay, Layla. Love reading you and your ex. So we have the Hermit, so you're not seeing each other, speaking to each other at the minute. We have Virgo energy here, whether that's you or them. Ace of Wands, the Three of Cups. I do see them coming back, awakening. Yeah, there's been distance, there's been separation, not speaking, not talking to each other. With the Ten of Wands, I don't know if you have a lot of history together, or if your relationship with the Strength card, I also get fire sign energy, or the relationship has been a struggle. But I do see them coming back. Now, the Ace of Wands with the Three of Cups talks about a reconciliation. The attraction is still there. The chemistry is still there. But with the Ace of Wands, it can be, and the Three of Cups, it can be, they come back for affection, passion. But with the Three of Cups, it can be an energy of just keeping things light. Okay? I do get an energy of they don't want to go too deep too fast. Yeah, sounds about right. There's still feelings there. There's still attraction there. But there's this fear. He's holding himself back. Seven of Swords, yeah, and Queen of Wands, yeah. There's still attraction there. But he's holding himself back because he doesn't want, and this could be you as well, because they don't want to get to the point they were before with that Ten of Wands, where it was such a burden. It was so hard, so complicated, so difficult, so convoluted is what I hear, that they just didn't want to deal with it anymore. Or it's going to be you as well, okay? They just needed a break from it. They didn't want to deal with it anymore. And with them coming back, because they will, I would focus on developing the relationship, developing the friendship first to give it a solid foundation. Because if you jump into flirting and the sexual energy right away, that is what that is going to do is going to make things hot and heavy too fast, and he'll run away again because he'll be like, oh, I'm headed down that path that we were headed before, and it's going to get to that again, and I don't want that. And he may bolt, or he may not talk to you for a while. He may put time distance between the two of you again, so to kind of cool things down, you know what I mean? Because there is a lot of attraction there between the two of you. You're drawn to each other quite a bit. And again, yeah, okay. The way to stabilize this, because I see a lot of fire. Now, fire is amazing, but it also consumes. And it gets to a point where it's too much. And that's the tendency in your relationship, for things to move too fast, and then they get too much, and then you don't want to deal with it, and you break apart. And then you find your way back to each other again, because there's a lot of attraction there. There's a lot of chemistry there. There's soulmate energy here, karmic energy here. But it gets hot and heavy again, and it gets too much again. And that's what I see, okay, when it comes to your relationship. And the way to slow it down and to ground that fire so that it grows. Yeah. So that it grows at a stable pace is to focus on, it's almost like leave the sex for last. Okay? Leave that flirty energy for last. First, develop the friendship, the emotion, the being there for each other, the caring for each other. How's your day? The little things. Okay? Develop them. And then when the fire is added, it will be grounded and it will grow. I see this, it can be a beautiful relationship, and it can, I hear, pass the test of time. But it has to be grounded. It has to be done the right way. Okay, so hopefully that helps you. Hi, Venusia. How you doing? So we did the signs. Now we're doing questions. Do you have a question? You're very welcome, Leila. I still don't know if I'm saying your name right. Lale? Leila? Sorry if I'm butchering it. Do you have a question, Venusia? Let me do a question for you. I'm okay, thanks. I'm just preparing for the Mercury retrograde. It's already creeping up its ugly head. I'm trying to do what I can with it and just do the best I can in the situation. Any card for new love, Venusia? Okay, let's see. What can you tell Venusia in terms of new love? Thanks again for the super chat, Ka-chow. I really appreciate it. You don't have to, but I appreciate it. And like I say, every little bit helps, because I want to focus more on this, on readings, on my channel, on my website, on lives, on just do more. Okay. If I could do this for a living, guys, I so would. But unfortunately, how things are, it doesn't quite pay the bills, so. But I'll get there. I'm sure I'll get there. And everyone's so supportive and so helpful, so I'm sure we'll get there. Okay, Venusia. Card for new love. What can we tell Venusia in terms of new love options? I'm getting this energy of, even before I look at the cards, I don't know what they are, but I'm getting this energy as I was shuffling. I feel like you have, I hear like you always have the option of going back. Thank you so much, Ka-chow. You always have the option of going back. You don't want to go back. So you're only focused on new. So we have, and that's good, the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. So this is you by yourself, taking your time to work on yourself, Venusia, to work on what you love, to work on, health, mind, body, soul, okay? And you've been in this waiting energy. We have the Three of Cups. Oh, that could be the you always have the option to go back thing. News or celebrating joyful announcements like engagements, weddings, pregnancy, or graduation. A time for gratitude, close communities, or chosen families. Hi, Gemini. Five of Pentacles. Negative thoughts manifesting into real challenges. Fear surrounding money. Reach out to others for assistance. Poor timing for becoming self-employed. And the Seven of Swords. A loss of peace of mind or personal freedom. Take caution and be aware of others' actions and material loss. Okay. So, Venusia, what I see for you is that you're manifesting. You're always manifesting. You're a very powerful manifester with High Priestess there. What you don't realize is that there's an element of self-sabotage because you're afraid of getting hurt. That's what you're manifesting. So either no option or the options from the past. Okay? How can she manifest true love? Nine of Cups. The Four of Swords. Yeah. So it's a matter of taking charge of your thoughts. Putting together a little bit of a spiritual practice if you haven't been doing this already. Spiritual guy. I'm meeting him tomorrow. Ooh, cool. So that's the Three of Cups. It can be like celebration, reunions, getting together. Be mindful of what I see here is mistaking fear for intuition. Sometimes. That's what I see. Okay. So in other words, if you see something, you're on high alert. Okay. You're looking for red flags and you're going to see them. Okay. Because what we look for, we're going to find. So what I'd like you to do is just take a deep breath, spend some time in meditation with the Four of Swords, and tell yourself, you know what? I'm just going to go see what it is and take it for what it is. I'm not going to overthink. If something's flat out just wrong, you will see it, so don't worry about it. Okay, you're not going to miss any red flags. But what I see is that by changing your approach and being like, you know what, even if he's not Mr. Right, even if he's not Mr. Perfect, who knows what it can be? You know? Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. It's overthinking and it has to be right and it has to be perfect. But what if this and what if that? And that creates fear within yourself. You don't even realize it, but it puts you in a place of fear and it puts you in hyper mode. Now, what that means is, you know, when you drink too much coffee and you start to see spots. That's the best example I can come up with right now. But that's what it is. You see things popping up, but there's nothing there. Does that make sense? So, spend today, do some meditation, some breathing exercises, and tell yourself, it is what it is. It will be what it will be. I'm just going to go and see what it is. I'm not going to overthink it. I'm not going to try to figure it out ahead of time. I'm not going to jump to conclusions. Take it one thing at a time, one step at a time. Okay. See what information I get, and I'll assess that information, but I'm not going to go looking for things. Okay? But you do have new options. You do have new love that is possible to you. You kind of just have to slow down, take control of your thoughts, because they're kicking you in the behind, and you don't even realize how badly. Okay? And you do have options. Yeah. Page of Wands, Three of Wands. There is change coming when it comes to your love life. You just have to get out of this Eight of Swords energy. Okay? And this is also saying, be in the moment. Don't think too far ahead. Be in the moment. You don't have to, when you meet someone, you don't have to think, would it be a good husband? You know, because that's too far. The relationship hasn't developed enough for you to realize, to figure out what kind of partner they would be. So just take it for what it is. Take it one step at a time. Enjoy yourself. Have fun. Be yourself. So don't be like, oh, I shouldn't say this because that's going to come out wrong. And I shouldn't do that because I don't know what they're going to think. Be yourself and have fun. And you attract more of that to you. Okay? So hopefully that makes sense, Venusia. But you have great things coming. It's just taking charge of that mindset, of switching that mindset a little bit. Okay. Aw, thanks, Venusia. I appreciate it. Hey, listen, have fun. Have fun, just breathe, just have a laugh. And it will be what it will be, but you do have amazing things coming. It's just about being open to try things and to experiment. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid. Okay, right. Anyone else have? Don't be scared. Look, we have the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So this is that commitment that you're hoping for, okay, with that Four of Wands energy. And this isn't just for you, Venusia. It's you, but also like in general advice. But the way we get to the Four of Wands, I'll get to that in a minute, Gemini. The way we get to the Four of Wands, how do we get to the Four of Wands? We have to go through the 1, the 2, and the 3. So what is that? It's passion, it's excitement. It's with Wands, it's trying things, it's experimenting. It's just being in the moment. That's what Wands energy is. It's having fun. It's being ourselves. Okay? Putting ourselves out there, setting our expectations, and then watch them come our way, you know? So that's the energy, and that's how we get to the Four of Wands. Okay, so I'm just going to do this for Gemini, and then we'll call it a day because we're on 2 hours almost. That is so helpful, Venusia, meditation, to help kind of just take charge of our own mind before it runs away with us. I do that all the time because I do have a tendency to overthink things because I've got a Virgo moon, so... And when I find myself overthinking something, I'm like, hold on, that's not, because you start to feel it in the body, you know, you get fearful or doubtful or, oh my God, or, you know what I mean? So just breathing exercises. It doesn't have to be this big meditation with whatever ritual. I love the sticker. I love this sticker. It's so cute. Okay, Gemini. Love life for Gemini. What's coming up? Maybe that. Okay, so we have the Magician, Justice, Page of Cups, and King of Swords at the bottom. So Gemini, we've got air sign energy all over the place. The King of Swords, and the Sun, and the Four of Pentacles, and renewal. Okay, so I do see karmic partnership, someone from the past trying to come back into your life with the Judgment card here. We have fire sign energy, air sign energy. It's someone that either has been stuck on you, has not let you go, or you them. But there is communication coming in soon. Expect communication coming in soon because of this Mercury retrograde. I feel like with the Sun, try to be honest and clear. Okay, it's important that everything is out there and that it's clear. And it's also saying, again, don't think too far ahead. Be in the moment, take it for what it is, and then decide what you want to do with it. But I do see this is, because you have the Justice card here as well, this is a karmic partner. And when they come into our lives, especially during Mercury retrogrades, it's either to put us back through the cycle, or it's to give us closure and free us from that cycle so that we can then start a new cycle with someone else, Gemini. But yeah, expect communication from the past and someone to try to come back around. I feel like, you know, they're coming back big and bold with the Sun card there, but you're like, you know, you're like, I don't know. Hi, Ramatu from London. Hi. So yeah, expect communication. They're going to come in big and bold, almost like nothing wrong happened in the past. There's a lesson there for you. There's still a lesson there because that's why they're still attached to your energy. So either you go through the cycle again, or you figure out what the lesson is. Maybe you're not impressed anymore. Maybe this is their style and they would always just impress you. And you'd be like, oh my God, this is amazing, because they would do these big, bold things. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's one of them where they come back like nothing happened and like they're the bee's knees and blah, blah, blah. So expect him to try to come back again with that, saying all the right things, but not doing much. Let's see in terms of new love. Could it go anywhere? Okay. Could this situation go anywhere for Gemini with this person? We have the Ten of Pentacles, but you have to slow it down. And the Four of Wands. It can go. You just have to ground it. Full of words, no action. Yeah. You just have to make them prove what they say. So take them out of the fire energy of saying and doing superficial things to impress, okay, to portray a certain image, but it's not consistent because the fire dies out quick. If you wanted to go somewhere with the Ten of Pentacles, it can do, but you have to ground it with the Knight of Pentacles. You have to be clear with him of your intentions, of your expectations, and what you need from him. So it's almost like, look, if you prove what you say and you're consistent, I'll give you time. Okay, I'll give you a shot. I'll give you a chance. But be mindful that I got my eye on you. This is what I need from you. If you're not willing to prove what you say, to mean it, to show me. Exactly, yeah. To show me, then just leave me alone. You know, be very upfront and honest with them. I feel like I get the energy of someone who's immature. Like there's feelings there and there's attraction, but he's still in this like fun, superficial energy of, yeah, well, just, this is amazing. This is awesome. But it's not like when it comes to real life, he can't cope. You know what I mean? So this is, again, the opportunity. Exactly. Yeah. The opportunity for you to be very clear. These are my expectations. You have to mean what you say. You have to be consistent. He'll be like, for how long? You'll be like, for however long I feel it's necessary. Okay? Because if you give him like, if you're still here in 5 months, he'll do what it takes to be there in 5 months. But then it still won't work. Because he's working to a purpose. You know what I mean? He's working to a goal to be here in 5 months. But he's missing the point. It's not about how long. It's about just being consistent from one day to the other. Okay? So I hope that works. I'm so happy to see you, Armatu. Okay, last question. Armatu, do you have a question? It's going to be the last one, guys, okay? It's 2 hours. We're on 2 hours. Armatu, do you have a question you'd like us to look at? And thank you so much. You're always so awesome. You're always liking my videos. You're very, very welcome, Gemini. You're always liking my videos. You're liking my Instagram. You're liking my Facebook. You're commenting. I appreciate you so much, Ramatu. You have no idea. Ramatu, if I'm saying that right. Well, you've got an unexpected new beginning, Ramatu. Do you have a question? I appreciate you all as well. Instagram is advice to think twice. It's just got dots in between the words. Advice dot to dot think dot twice. You're very welcome, Anusha. Okay, well, Ramatu, if you don't have a particular question in mind, you have the Seven of Wands, the Two of Cups, the Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords, the Dreamer, and the Knight of Swords. So I do see someone trying to come back. They've walked away from before, and you're keeping them at a distance with the Queen of Swords because they hurt you. I feel like this person's trying to come back with the Knight of Swords. I do feel like you're trying to block them with the Seven of Wands or keep them at a distance. This can be healed, but again, you have to make sure that they meet your standards. You have to make sure you tell them what they need to do and see if they do it, okay? Because with the Star card, this can be healed, but it needs to be more about action with the Nine of Swords and the Seven of Cups. It needs to be more about action than words, because I feel like it's been about words until now. And it's about them owning up to their actions. If this is about an offer being extended to you, Ramatu, it comes out of nowhere. And it's a good option. It's a good opportunity, whether it's with work or anything like that. But you have to be clear. If there's a negotiation or anything like that, you have to be clear about what your expectations are, as well as what their expectations are. Hi, Patricia. I'm just gonna pull one card for you because I saw the question. Okay, so I think that means I have to answer it. Will you do the course? And then we'll be done, guys. Okay, please. Patricia. I feel so bad. I feel so bad saying no more questions. Patricia. Will Patricia do the course? Yeah, we have the Knight of Cups with the Six of Swords. You will do the course. And the Six of Cups here as well. I don't know if this was a start and stop energy because you have the Death card and the Judgment card as well. If this was a start and stop, or if you tried and failed before, or you feel like you failed, or you tried and it didn't go anywhere before, I feel like it is coming back around, and this time it will progress. It will move forward. You'll do the course, okay? So I hope that helps. Okay. So guys, I'm going to leave it at that. I might do, but I have to have time because they can be lengthy. Maybe next weekend. I want to do like a, thank you so much, Venusia. I want to do like a Q&A thing where it's just going to be about questions. And I want to just give people time. So do like a notification, put notifications in place. So whoever needs to see that notification and needs to be there, I want to make sure that they have time to see the notification and be there. And then maybe next weekend, Saturday, maybe around the same time as this Saturday, just do a Q&A. So people coming in, whether you want to donate or do super chats or you can or not, it'll be completely up to you guys. But I want to do questions for people. It'll be one question per person. And we'll see how many people join or how many people have questions, and it will be as long as it is. But yeah, I want to do that for you guys. So, oh my God, 2 hours and 5 minutes. Thank you for, I'm still in my pajamas. Okay, there's a teddy bear on my pajamas. Awesome. Thank you so much for joining, for chatting, for participating. Yeah, good night or good morning, depending on where you are in the world. Thank you for the super chats once again. Thank you for the support. And I'll see you in the next live. I might do another one in between, but then the questions, the Q&A one is going to be next Saturday. Okay, I want to do that. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much. This has been awesome. I've had lots of fun, and I hope it has been useful for you guys as well. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, everyone. Love you guys.